YouTube, it's your boy Above Average Cody coming at y'all with some pretty sad overall news about not only Halo Infinite, but mainly the HCS. And most of this stems from the most recent Halo Waypoint update, Halo Infinite Esports update, where I won't beat around the bush here, guys. There's going to be no more HCS for Halo Infinite after this next major and the World Championships. And then there will be no formal HCS events in 2026. All right, so there's the big headlines here. We're going to go through the Waypoint posts. I'm going to kind of dissect some of the wording here because some of the wording is like very up and then some of it's like very down, and I'll give you guys my thoughts as we kind of pick this apart here. But I will say at the top here, I think this is something that we were all kind of expecting to happen. I think we were a little bit, although we were very blinded by how excited we were very happy and very lucky to get year 4 of Halo Infinite here for the HCS. But just due to how long the game's been out and the overall stigma around Halo currently outside of the bulk of the community, it's probably not ideal to keep a good thing running as long as you possibly can. So let's dive into this post finally, guys. And obviously this is from Tashi 21 hours ago. This broke a Friday afternoon to break news like this a week before a major, man, just breaks my heart, but it is what it is. So when HCS first started in 2014, competing Halo 2 Anniversary, first season champions and evil geniuses, along with so many historic moments. 2021 Halo Infinite launch brought Halo Esports into a new echelon. Over the next few months, HCS hosts 2 planned majors, and he basically goes on to describe how Halo Infinite went and everything else. They will still support Halo Infinite and the tournament scene in 2026, but HCS will be moving on from Halo Infinite for official competition following this year's Halo World Championship. This kind of leaves things a tiny bit open-ended because it's like they're saying they'll support Halo Infinite and the tournament scene in 2026, but they will be moving on from Halo Infinite for official competition. So from this statement, it sounds like the HCS will still be running, just not for Halo Infinite, which is like, it kind of, if you just read that paragraph, you'd be like, okay, so let's move on and keep dissecting here. As the studio continues to shift more and more towards the next era of Halo, we feel this is the right time for official HCS competition to move on from Halo Infinite. Year 4 will be the final official HCS events for Halo Infinite, and now's your last chance to be a part of this momentous chapter. Again, they're not saying 0 HCS events. At least that's how I'm taking it. I'm led to believe there won't be, because unless a new game all of a sudden gets jammed down our throats early 2026, which is very unlikely, we're not going to see any official HCS events, really. In 2021, we launched with a ranked playlist and tournament maps and modes, as well as observer mode and partnered team cosmetics all on day 1. And people like to forget how big of a deal this was. The launch of Halo Infinite and the core gameplay and things like that were not what cooked this game. Halo Infinite actually launched pretty impressively. It was the lack of reliable servers and gameplay and, honestly, limited modes. But this was great. This alone was fantastic. That week, we announced the full-year roadmap with all LAN and online event dates and locations for all regions, with the first tournaments kicking off just 3 days after launch. I believe it was Raleigh. Is that how you pronounce it? In the Carolinas. Was the first major. I remember how big of a deal that was, how awesome it was. It was very hype. They, from start to finish, they did the HCS and everything very, very well, man. I'm not going to knock them that. We put our all into it, and you all showed up. Absolutely. I don't have a doubt in my mind they put their all into it, bro. To all the players, the fans, staff, and the partners that believed in Halo Infinite and kept supporting the game and HCS, we are deeply grateful for what has been a very special period in Halo's rich 24-year franchise history, coming up on year 25. We're going to talk about that at the end of the video here. HCS events have become an important gathering place for the whole community. I wish I got to go to one, but I didn't. So the HCS better be back with some banger events in the future. As well as our studio and developers, you made it a place where no matter why you love Halo, you can feel at home. You welcome new Halo fans to HCS. Shaped us in the games and now into the future. And now we're just a few months away from closing out the 4th year of Halo Infinite. Longest single Halo esports title has held major competition. That's a very big deal. After all this time, players continue to wow us and put on a show for the entire community, and the level of competition continues to rise. Amen to that. It's crazy because year 4 you'd think would be the least hype up for me, like the storylines, the team changes. Year 4 has actually been one of the best years so far. We've got a few more major events and, of course, Halo World Championship 2025, where we will crown a final champion for Infinite and celebrate the franchise we all love. And they'll also be crowning, obviously, the MVP for Year 4, but they'll also be crowning an MVP for all of Halo Infinite, which is going to be very exciting. I will allow you guys to speculate who those two things will be in the comment section. But again, so before we move on to what's next, all of this does not sound like, even early on, it doesn't say anything about no HCS at all, right? It just says they'll be retiring Halo Infinite from official HCS competition. And now that I've really dissected it, I didn't realize how vague it was about 2026, so let's go to what's next. Looking forward to 2026. While the studio is fully focused on the future of Halo, you can expect there to still be more online and on-LAN competition for Halo Infinite. We will be supporting events with prizing and player travel, which is huge, and even Halo 5 and MCC, as we've done consistently via side events. We know the competitive Halo community just loves to play and compete, so we still offer some light competition. Let's not forget that 2026 is Halo's 25th anniversary, and we plan to celebrate the occasion in style with the whole community. Stay tuned to Halo World Championship this year, where we'll share the initial details of what's to come. It's got to be the CE remake, right? I mean, we'll talk about that in a second. When will official HCS competition return for a new title? While we look forward to that day, it will not be in 2026. Meow. This is what I mean by like the up and down, guys. I mean, I kind of gas it up a little bit, but it's like they built you up just to break you right down, dude. Tasha, you did it to us. You had us in the first 3 quarters, I'm not going to lie. As always, we'll keep the community up to date, latest, and expect another update from us on that front at some point late next year. On behalf of the HCS team and the whole studio, thank you. We hope you'll join us for these few historic months of Halo Infinite HCS competition. So this is kind of the bombshell at the end. Again, guys, it will not be in 2026. So we're going to see no official HCS competition in 2026. On top of that, this was talked about on stream. I believe it was 3 or 4 years from Halo 5 to Halo Infinite. So they're not opposed to kind of shuffling the HCS out of the way for as many years as it takes. I really, really, really hate to see it because I'm such a big HCS fan. The reason I grind Halo Infinite after grinding Call of Duty for so many years, guys, is I think the Halo competitive environment is just so much better. I still love and worship the CDL, obviously, being in the Optic Texas jersey, but it's just HCS just is something special, man. It really is, and it hurts to not see it. The side events and things like that give me hope. Obviously, LVT, I'm sure, and people like that are still going to be going absolutely nuclear with events and things like that, which I can't wait to see what they have in store. But Halo's community is so rich, and they're going to keep this thing going no matter what. Even if HCS said we're done forever, there's not a doubt in my mind that the Halo scene would still be, I wouldn't go as far to say thriving, but it's still going to be very alive, which just says a lot about how great this community is. And I love it here, and I love doing the Halo content. However, what does that leave for the games in the future? I really don't know. I've kind of shifted my belief to, with the 25th anniversary of Xbox and Halo coming up, it's got to be a CE remake, right? And I've never really seen a really healthy, competitive, and not environment, but you're not going to be hosting like multi-million-dollar events for a remake. At least I don't think so. But I'm going to have to expect the Halo CE remake, and the people that want to play like the advanced movement competitive multiplayer are going to be still grinding the Infinite, and then the people who are really missing the old school Halo are going to be grinding that CE remake, and that's great. I mean, we've seen COD do that in the past when they launched, I believe, the Modern Warfare remake around, what was that, World War II, man? My COD history is getting spotty, man. I've been on Halo too long. But COD did it. It was kind of a rebound stretch for Call of Duty, and it worked out really well, and it did good. It was a confusing year for competitive players and ranked players, but it worked. So, I mean, Halo going that route wouldn't be that insane. I'm not saying release the games at the same time. That stuff was really weird, but I'm guessing it's CE remake, and then we probably don't see a ripe, brand new Halo title until, God, I'm not even going to guess, but I'm willing to bet you we're 2 or 3 years out, man, if that's what they're going to do. Because it's not like you'd put all the effort into a CE remake just for like 3 months and then be like, bang, here's Halo 7, boys. And, yeah, I doubt that's going to happen. So my thoughts are maybe we see a CE remake. announcement, possibly teaser, perhaps, and then maybe they allude to the next Halo game. You know, show some Unreal Engine stuff at Worlds. And I don't really know, man. All I can say is I'm not nervous for Halo as a whole. Again, the community's healthy, the community is loyal, and the community is, I won't swear since this is a recorded video, the community's freaking awesome, dude. I love the Halo community, dude. That's the reason I want to stay here. It's the reason I want to keep making content around Halo. But depending on what happens, I really don't know. But all I know is we're going to be watch partying these last 2 events, man. We're going to be enjoying the final stretch of HCS, official HCS events for Halo Infinite. And only time will tell what the future is going to bring. But if you're a Halo fan, I don't think you need to be pessimistic or negative. I think there's plenty of reasons to be optimistic. I've felt that the entire time we've been playing Halo Infinite. And yeah, it's pretty much all there is to it, guys. So yeah, that's the big update. That's the big news. No HCS events in 2026. 2027, who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens. But alrighty, guys, that covers everything I want to talk about in this video, I believe. So I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment below. Share all your thoughts. Who's getting the 4-year Halo Infinite MVP, man? And what's your speculation? What are we getting at Worlds, man? Are they going to announce a new game? Are they going to do nothing? Tell me what you think below. And of course, guys, channel memberships and super thanks if you'd like to support monetarily. Helps me out ever so much as a measly content creator, which you can do down below under the video, but please do not feel like you have to. But all right, guys, this video was a little longer than I wanted, but there was a lot of yapping I wanted to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next one, y'all.